Hello and welcome to the Wild Jam channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this wall slash fence completely out of sticks. So this is a bushcraft wall. You can see this is going to be good for hiding you. You can barely see me at the bottom there. And also it's going to protect you from the elements a little bit in the event of an emergency. Overall, this is a really simple wall to make, and you literally don't need any tools, although you could bring a little foldable saw if you want. You could make it all neat, and you could bring yourself a little knife just to make some stakes. However, the main thing you're going to need are sticks. You're going to want 3 different types of sticks. You're going to want thick sticks, thin sticks, and smaller sticks. So right here you can see I've marked out the area with 2 sticks sticking in the ground. Now what I'm looking to find is 3 different sticks that we're going to use as a post. So I'm going to be snapping them using my foot, as you can see, and then it just snaps them perfectly where I want. And right here I'm going to be putting these posts in the ground just using my weight. Now maybe if it's harder ground, you could use a rock that you find around, or just a bigger branch or something. Use it as a hammer. But yeah, I'm just using my weight, as you can see, and they go in really nicely. And then I'm going to put the opposite side, as you can see. Just making sure it's nice and secure. And finally, in line, I'm going to put one in the center. I'm going to make sure that's also really nice and secure. So in total we've got 3 posts that are all nice and secure in the ground. Now at this point we can actually start getting some longer sticks that are the length of the 3 posts. So you can see here, if I just put them up to it, they reach longer than the 3 posts. So with those sticks that we just collected, we're basically going to want to kind of weave them. We're going to have them going between the branches that we've just stuck in the ground. So not perfectly. You can see that it's on the inside of the ones on the end, and on the one in the middle, it's on the outside. And I'm going to do that all the way down with every single stick. Now, of course, some branches are different sizes and shapes, so you really do want to find the perfect position. You can find some really nice positions, and it makes it really tight. I'm just going to continue this with all of my sticks. You can see this one goes in really tight. So yeah, you can find some really nice positions, so keep changing around to find the nicest spot. Like this one, for example, this one's kind of big. But just flip it around, find a nice spot. Same with this one. Wasn't really sure how I was going to wedge it in nicely, but eventually, after a little bit of maneuvers, managed to get it in nicely. So we're just going to want to continue to build all the way up to the top with our longer sticks, making sure every single one that we place is nice and secure. Now this one is actually a little bit bendier, so I decided to go the opposite way. So it's on the inside of the centerpiece and on the outside of the 2 end pieces. This will also strengthen up the wall a little bit. However, I chose not to do this all the time, just on this specific one. It also gave me a nice little bit of extra room to place more sticks on top without it collapsing completely. Just going to wedge this one around. You can see I'm tightening it down. It goes pretty nice. And this one kind of falls out. I can just bend it around and kind of weave it into the fence. So we're nearly there. We've just got a few more sticks to place. We're going to want to go right to the top, making sure we are satisfied that we've placed all of the good sticks that we found. I would also recommend having a nice thick bit on top, like this. Always makes it look a little bit nicer. At this stage, we should have something that looks a little bit like this. So I'm going to stand behind it. Now it is a little bit like, you are a little bit camouflaged, but you're not the most, as you can see. You can still see quite a lot through it. So to make it a little bit more camouflage, we're going to get our smaller sticks now, which I've just collected a bunch of. And you can see here, yeah, they're way smaller, way thinner. And the reason we're going to want these small sticks is basically from the top of the fence, we're going to drop them in through any gaps that we can find, going all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to do this all the way across the fence. Now, you want to be really careful not to dislodge any of the branches that you've already placed. And yeah, you just really want to look down the fence from the top, and you should see nice gaps that you can nicely place these thin sticks through. You might have to help it a little bit, like I'm doing with this one. Just help it get right to the bottom. And as I said, you are going to want to continue this along the whole of the wall, being very careful you do not dislodge any of the sticks that you've placed, as I've already said. Now, if you need to go back and place a stick where you think you've got a gap, make sure you do so. It's all going to help out. The more little sticks that you can get in, the better camouflage it's going to be. So I'm just going to work my way all the way to the end. Of course, you can still see a few gaps, but as I said, the more you add, the better camouflage it will be. At this point, I actually get a stick kind of wedged. And yeah, I kind of didn't want to pull it out. So I decided to snap it. You see that the wall kind of shook a little bit, but it was still kind of strong. The deeper you've got those first initial posts, the better. And now I'm simply going to add my last few sticks, making sure I'm filling any gaps or getting them through any gaps that I can find. So I'll just find another one here. And like I say, the more sticks you add, the better this is going to be. So you can continue this for some time and continue to add the littler sticks, and it really will get a really good camouflage. But you can see right here, it's already dramatically better. A little shake test. It's not the most strong, but it's strong enough. And yeah, this is it. I'm going to show you from the side. And of course, you can make these longer. You could extend them. You could make these part of a shelter or something. And yeah, if you're trying to hide, camouflage yourself, you could lie down next to it like this. And you can't really see me. I mean, you can a little bit. But if you was hidden, trying to hide away, yeah, it works. So, there we go. That is how to build a bushcraft wall. I'll catch you guys on the next one.